Shit, did you hear about the I heard this thing about the 1904 Olympic marathon? It was this absolute shit show. Have you ever heard about it? It's like one of the first Olympic games since like Greek times.
Right.
And nobody knew what they were fucking doing. So they just organized this marathon. Turned out to be like the hottest day of the year.
Oh shit.
And they let the cars still drive on the roads, and the roads were like dusty because it was 1904.
Oh fuck.
So it was like hot, middle of the day, dust clouds everywhere, car exhausts up. And like half the people just like collapsed of sunstroke. They had one water station halfway down.
Oh, God.
So most people didn't even make it to the water. And then this one guy, just this random like Chilean postman, was like on the day, oh, that looks fun. Can I join? And they were like, okay. But he was in like his postman's uniform. Okay. So they held up the whole event to give him time to go find some shorts to wear because his like, long trousers were like too long. And then they start running, and half the people collapse and don't make it. This like mad postman decides to just chat to everyone he passes by and talk to the crowd. And he's like, hey, this is fun, isn't it? How you all doing? And then he sees like an orchard, and he's like, fuck it, I'm going to go steal an apple. So he steals some apples from the orchard. And then, but then because he's been running so much, he's run like 10 miles before eating the apples. So he had like mega stomach cramps and starts like vomiting on the sidewalk. And like, then they're like, the guy whose apples he stole chases him off. So he's like vomiting and running away in this marathon. Then he goes and steals some peaches from someone.
Surely you would learn. Yeah. Is he still being chased by the last guy, or did like what's the aggro range on like an orchard keeper?
Then he goes and stops in like a cafe and has a sit down and a drink, and then he finally finishes the race, comes fourth.
What? Feels bad if you're like fifth or sixth.
Yeah. But worst of all, the guy who won that race, ran the first 12 miles, then he got a taxi, drove the rest of the marathon, jumped out like just before the finish line.
Wow.
Runs and goes, yay, I win. And then as he's been given his medal by like, you know, the mayor or whoever it was, someone's like, you cheated. We saw you get a cat taxi. He's like, oh yeah, but as a joke, it was just a prank. He like owns up to it. And like pretends it was all just a joke, and he was like pranking everyone.
Okay.
So then he like gets disqualified, and old Chilean like
gets the bronze
gets
medal.
the bronze at the Olympics.
What the fuck? Wow. What a badass.
Oh yeah, and there was one other guy. I forgot this whole other story. There was the guy who was favourite to win, top marathon runner. He gives up halfway through. He's like, I can't do it. It's too hot. It's too much dust and smoke I'm breathing in. This is the worst. So his support team mix him up like a special cocktail of like brandy, eggs, and strychnine, which is like a rat poison.
Yeah.
But has like amphetamines in it.
Okay.
So they like tank him up, and then he's like, woo, let's go, fuckers. Runs. And then at the end, he like collapses from too much strychnine.
Strychnine poisoning.
So his support team like hoist him up and like carry him on their shoulders while he's like half unconscious, kicking his legs to like look like he's running while they like carry him over the finish line.
What? Okay, sure.
And he's not disqualified. That's fine. And no, I just kept reading about the story, and I was like, it just kept getting more and more ridiculous. This is like official Olympics. And it just apparently this is the Wild West. Anything goes.
I'm in. Let's take part.
I would watch that. I think that sounds way more entertaining as like a spectator sport